This week I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tricks. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. This trick comes right out of my latest book. It was just released. It's called 51 Weird Private Investigator Tricks That Actually Work. How to trick, track, find, and follow someone like a pro. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know. So the trick I want to share with you is one of my all-time favorites. If you want, go over to Amazon, type in, search for 51 weird tricks. I'm sure my book will come up. And you can use that look inside function. And it's the very first trick. You can read it there. I'm going to share a little behind-the-scenes stuff with you here. But the trick is, when you have to testify in court, how do you bring your notes or have notes with you, but you don't want to expose those to opposing counsel? Now, number one, if you're working a case and a law firm is your client, then check with that attorney. Say, hey, I've got notes, or do you want me to bring my notes to the stand? How do you want to handle this? And he or she will tell you how to handle it. If you're working something different, and the specific case I'm going to share with you was a theft that I witnessed while I was doing surveillance. And, I was the only one that got the license plate number, so, and I had the video, of course, so I was the one that they called. And so this was just the prosecutor's office, but the prosecutor's office had called me to testify on this behalf, so I had notes with me about it, and I wanted to make sure that I got, everything accurate, including, the license plate number, the vehicle description, what time did it happen, those types of things. And as you know, you can be called to testify months or sometimes a year or more after you do surveillance or after a theft or crime, and you want to be accurate, so you might have your notes with me. And I did in that case. This is actually the actual notes of that case. I pulled them out, and it's just things like where the theft happened, the license plate number, and whatnot. Now, what happens when you have notes with you is you don't want opposing counsel, or in this case the defense attorney, to say, well, you're referring to your notes, let me see those notes, to peruse over them and say, Your Honor, I'd like to enter these into the record. And now all of your notes are part of the record. And they can really start to pick apart. They might say, well, look, you scratched out something here, or what did you scratch out? Or the first license plate number you wrote down, that the last two digits were reversed. Why did you fix that? Why did you change that? Which one is wrong? So they can have a lot of fun picking apart your notes. So here's a trick that I use to try to keep them from entering my notes into the record. And in this particular case, these notes, if you flip them over, I took them on the back of a printout of the defendant's previous arrest. So the defense attorney will look at these notes, if he chooses to, decide maybe he's interested in. When he flips it over, he's going to see his client, the defendant's criminal history printed out, and there's no way he's going to want that entered into the record. In this particular case, I kid you not, here's what's on there: aggravated burglary, kidnapping, rape. Does he want this stuff entered into the record? And it has all the case numbers and the dates and everything else. Boy, the prosecution would love to have that entered into the record, right? So the defense attorney is going to be very reluctant to want to pull my notes and put those directly into the record. Now, I can't say that this is 100% foolproof, that a defense attorney wouldn't enter them into the record anyways, but it's a precaution that I've taken over the years just to make the defense attorney take that second thought about trying to jam me up with my own notes. Again, this is the first of many dozens of tricks that I teach in my book, 51 Weird Private Investigator Tricks That Actually Work. I'd love it if you go over there to Amazon, check it out. Maybe it's something you want to get, at least peruse through the free portion that you can read online. If you are on my email list, then you got a sneak preview of a different chapter, a different trick got sent to you. And I hope you enjoy it. I actually got a lot of feedback on that people thought it was valuable. And so it was yours for free, but the book is available out there for you. So go over to Amazon.com, pick up the book. I think you're going to like it. Be cautious of people who promise to give you results in their life that they haven't actually created for themselves. And by that I mean people who want to teach you things, but they've never been there or done that. They've never done it in the real world. I am living proof of the tricks in the book, 51 Weird Private Investigator Tricks That Actually Work. I have used them, and I have had great success with them over the years. Even this trick I share with you today, it's just nice to have that one layer of protection in place just in case. But you're going to find all sorts of things in that book. I think you're going to find plenty that are useful out of the dozens that are there. For those tricks and all the things I teach you, please keep in mind, as I teach every week, remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.